My chest is hurting, my feet.
Want to spice up your listening? Smart Shuffle can weave
Yo, what is up, people? Today we are streaming KCD2 because it's been a long time since I've last played KCD2, so I will be playing KCD2 today. Also, I might turn off my fucking face cam because I don't know, bro. I just don't feel like doing it today, or should I do it? I think I should at least don't fucking stream in my fucking underwear. That shit's too embarrassing, man. Alright, I'm gonna turn off my camera now. I'll just check something. Performance, memory, 30 GBs. Like, almost everything is like empty. Coveted? Cached. There's probably nothing running in the background, you know. Hopefully. I gotta go and take a piss, man. Let me just click on the start button. I know I'm running this shit in an SSD, bro. And the game kinda jitters because of that, because I'm not playing this shit in an SSD. So yeah. I'm just gonna click on continue. And this game gonna take like fucking 5 to 10 minutes to like fucking load. Warhorse, yeah, now let's skip this shit. Skip. Oh my god, I can skip! Deep Silver, CryEngine. Oh fuck. Pretty optimized for like a CryEngine game, not gonna lie, man. Pretty fucking optimized for a CryEngine game. Oh shit, bro. I almost fell asleep waiting for this shit to load, man. Where the hell am I? What the fuck? What the hell am I doing? Oh shit. Oh, get back, bro. Stop peeking out of the window. Oh, I'm in a hotel or some shit?
Here it comes! I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Or she'll be keeping her eye on me for some reason. I'm not a thief, lady. The fuck is that, bro? Yeah, I gotta wear these cook clothes. I still remember what I was doing, bro. I gotta go here, ask Arnie for help. Ask Arnie, bro.
Now they only ache when there's a storm coming.
Let's go and see this motherfucking Arnie, man.
Careful!
How do I call my horse? I forgot.
Look out!
Calm and take a gun.
Still remember some of the controls though.
Careful!
What is it? Why are you skulking here?
Well, feel free to go and ask them politely to leave.
What did I do to you?
Nothing, but he got in him away, bro. Nothing. You did nothing.
How's the winemaking going, Cass?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. But,
And what have you tried?
well, I burnt it around a barrel of wine to check. Next time, I'll try dipping it in.
Wow. Dipping it in.
Burgundy and Tuscany.
People there call themselves the Blemius. They have neither head nor neck.
Fountain?
Their face is
Where
in
does
the
the
middle
water
of
come
their
from?
belly. And
Here,
these
in the middle of the
Blemius
city.
breed horses with huge ears and birds born out of mud. In the north, there's a land all covered with snow and rocks.
Snow and shit.
What did I do to you?
Ah, was willst du von mir?
Menhard has sent me to see you.
Wieso denn? Men had something once?
No, I'm the one who needs something. And Menhard,
Uh-huh.
I got into a bit of a mess. And I'm afraid. So I'm looking for a few men who are handy with sword and aren't afraid of cumin.
Die Kumanen? Verdammte Diebesratten. Rely on me, Heinrich. Where to...
Go from Horshan towards Miskowitz.
Verstanden. And one more thing.
Don't worry. If things go our way...
Sehr schön. In that case...
Thanks.
Where am I supposed to go and work? Oh, report for duty. There it is. Shit. How am I supposed to come to Mars, man?
Don't think I don't know who you are.
Wasn't GI then? What do you need, woman? You wanna beat the shit out of you or some shit, bro? Who do you think you are, woman? Only if I was playing the shit in an SSD, bro. Oh fuck, man.
The Lord sees you.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what you have to do?
Can you tell me once more what I have to do?
Are you soft in the head? You stand in a corner, keep your mouth shut, and when someone orders wine, you go. Don't pour for Adam of Zarjitz, because he can't hold his booze. Red monastery wine, white Tokai by the door to the chapel. Got it?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in urgent need of
There are
new
the pictures
weapons.
of wine.
Unverzüglich. Our
Hopefully I won't
current
splash anyone's shoes.
is a joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
Boy, a
Should
full
the
cup of
town
monastery
reserve have
wine.
worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm
I
saying
apologize,
that the
sir.
bandits who freed
Which one?
Hennig,
Red,
the Dry
and
Devil,
quickly.
used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a
Sir?
gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm
Thank
saying
you,
is
waiter.
that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere
I'd
in
like
the
some
region.
monastery wine.
We have the
Refill
army
my cup, boy.
bearing down, and you want to defend
Look out.
yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you
That's not a good idea, sir.
This is
The
unbelievable.
merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then?
Whites
We're
up.
sitting
Pour me
atop
red
the
wine.
biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies.
Monastery
Nicht
wine
wahr?
here.
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory.
Sir?
The king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the
thank
taxes.
the Lord.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the
I'd like some
cleanliness of
monastery
the
wine.
city is
Refill
not
my cup, boy.
what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
But we have another bathhouse here, on Hoppering.
My friend Adam from the baths in Hradec district told me
Monastery
about it.
wine here.
Says it's filthy.
Nonsense. He's just envious. Bet he sees the opportunity and people are lining up to bathe there.
Is that true?
I'd find it hard to believe.
Well, thank the Lord.
No, really. It's clean, it's warm. You can get wine, something to eat, and don't get me started on the wenches.
So don't start.
All right, I'll go over there and
Waiter!
investigate. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health
everything
should
all right?
not
No.
be underestimated.
But there's nothing
Nor
you can do about it.
overestimate.
Come closer.
If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
But we don't have money to spend.
Certainly, sir.
Arguing about who is
I'll be
going
right
to
back.
wash where
Come back with it straight away, understood?
Only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to
Whose
provide
silver
them with
might
a
this
place
be?
to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything...
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way.
Tokai!
At least until His
And a full
Majesty
cup.
honors us with his visit.
I
And as we
apologise,
know,
sir. Which
Gunslin
one?
absolutely
Tokai.
hates him.
That's the one.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full well. Everybody
Like
knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Wine.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself.
Sir?
Me?
Well,
I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Boy,
Look
I'd
out.
like some white.
Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attack yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
Thank you, waiter.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true. but
Serving
in
some
this
wine right
case,
now?
Really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
Refill, boy.
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough
apologise,
not
sir.
to draw attention
Which
to
wine?
himself. while
White
the king is
Tokai.
here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
Sir?
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us
Look
the whole
out.
truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened,
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts?
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run
Waiter,
by the German
get me
Menhard.
white.
Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Sir?
We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
But I
So
wanted
we'll
white!
just leave it be.
I won't mix it up
Proven
again.
offences are punished
a
by the
word.
bailiff. And that's that.
Careful!
There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison.
Refill, sir?
The
Do you think I
guards
come
are
to the
apparently
council just to
setting
guzzle
accounts their
wine?
own way.
Come here.
We'll soon be the laughing stock of the whole town.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you
All right.
I knew I could count. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored. And because...
Everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
To hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So, let's see what...
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
As the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going
Hey,
to make a
waiter.
oil mining city.
Pour me
Why
some
can't we
coffee.
build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come
Boy!
late, or report
Where is
sick.
my
And
wife?
if they do come, their
You,
work
lad.
is shit, and you
You
have to
look
pay
familiar
someone
to
else
me.
to put it right.
Have we met?
It's
Well, naturally.
a waste.
I go
of
to your
time.
tavern almost
I
every
tell
day.
you,
Really?
A waste of time.
Then you must have decent wages to be able to visit the best tavern in town regularly.
Even if you are in the right. And as for you, Enderlin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides,
Tokai.
I get the feeling
And
there's
a
something
full cup.
other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses,
Good.
gentlemen.
Now run along.
That space in the side nave is mine.
Okay.
Then hell freezes over, my friend.
Henry the waiter.
Your place is
That's
at
me,
least
sir.
2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral.
Hey,
just
waiter,
like you
pour me
bought
some
yourself
Sky.
a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope
Sir?
you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have.
Thank you.
They would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopbrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Okay.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Interesting.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Gyurcsek össze! A legjobb katonáikat! És keljenek útra!
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this man of falls!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a minute. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Lol.
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
That's true, that's true.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Mein Gott, wo liegt das Problem?
I'm glad you finally accepted.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh. I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malashov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted, but they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
Oh, bro, he's weird. Ravon.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here, and yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments.
As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. but he won't engage in equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow but certain defeat for all of us.
Okay. Why me?
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Okay.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Whoa. That's one scary
I'll get
woman.
on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
So they drink the wine and like put their like cup back into their asses. Wow, man.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Botchek?
Not even Botchek, and he's a great lord.
What? I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Pah, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without a by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough!
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame. As always. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher will sort it out, you'll see.
Time to beat the shit out of Christopher, I guess.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your arse.
Not bad for a priest.
What's wrong with your legs?
Who taught you that?
It's in my eyes.
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
My sword.
Not bad for a priest. Sacre. You're fast.
You don't know which end of that thing is up.
That will do.
Good day. Well, good day.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Hey, he's a homie, man. Damn, bro, what's she doing with the chicken, man?
Look out!
I ain't letting that bastard go anywhere near her. Next time, I'll kill him. I will, if he so much as looks at her. I swear I won't be able to stop myself.
Couldn't she tell him to go to hell herself?
Oh, I reckon she likes having a young buck like him paying attention to her. But don't you worry, I'll teach her a lesson too.
And what if we were to explain to him that he should go and fuck himself?
Ein Bier bitte!
Same to you. And that's exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
Burgers, patricians, and used.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to...
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
It's Hanush, man. What the fuck?
How are you getting on?
Aside from the happy family
I'd almost forgotten about that little detail.
Father is getting old.
Keep it up. We just don't overdo it with the wine.
Take a look at that.
Sir Hanush,
You do?
young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bushek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Bushek of Kunstadt? The Bushek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer?
Flat rock. Sir Bushek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
Bro.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Haman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
Time to swap the documents, I guess.
Greetings.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around...
Not really.
Shall we...
Well, or I'll wait at the table.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
Sure, bro.
Good game, friend. The money's yours.
It's like the easiest money I've made, bro. Easiest money I've made. Look at.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have...
My lady, with all the clamor going on here they are.
You're more capable...
You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you, noble lady.
Yes, quite. But...
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our...
Amber, I'm getting drunk, bro.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord, but we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, the lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargitz, your insolence just cost you your place on the council, and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Margaret, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year.
Motherfucker, why are you staring at me like that? Look away, bitch!
Astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought.
What the hell, man?
With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king's red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of that.
White it is. Quickly! If Repoche falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast.
What did I do to you?
It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Fat dowry's gonna take the thorn out of his side, right? He won't even know what to do with it. The sword is purely ornament.
That's right. The likes of him
Fascinated in hockey. Irish priest has quite a view. Sweating at the old tomb. Nearly drops his soul. Hallelujah, hallelujah,
Perhaps with you. Well, maybe it'll be a happy man. The lad might have picked up a few of the beggars.
Iggy Joe, desidera parte. Prepare bello.
Godwin! Have you lost your hearing?
Are you in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
The roast was calling out to me, begging to be eaten.
Enemy, we've come.
How'd you like a wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted? Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Baron Vaku Voku. Damn it. Your name is unpronounceable.
Vokela.
About the girls or the piglet?
God bless. Greetings to you. But you're right about Sigismund. The sooner he's gone.
I am not sure. Were we?
I have a feeling I forgot.
Bartosz. Was Anna of Volstein?
Aye, that's the one.
Maybe an old-pinch person. But when it comes to
Have mercy on us, O angel of Christ, holy guardian and protector of my soul and body. Forgive me every transgression.
Strong words.
What? I'm talking about fucking Sigismund, you twat. I love my Alishka.
All right. Sorry, mate, but you're right about Sigismund. The sooner he's gone.
Come on, someone will see us.
Hey? They won't. Who'd come here?
Come on, someone will see us.
Hey? They won't. Who'd come here? Huh. I still can't wait for that ginger cunt to finally fuck off.
Hey yo, what are they doing over there, man?
Keep going. What?
So you keep saying...
Sigismund, you twat. I love my Alishka.
All right. Sorry, mate, but you're right about Sigismund. The sooner he's gone, the sooner
Just a bit longer.
To King Wenceslas.
You already said that.
Compelling argument in any debate going on around.
What does it matter? We reached an agreement, but it's going to take time.
But when it comes to fuck off.
Strong words.
Never heard of curtain.
The day scrubbing that floor. Not bad at all.
Sorry,
Have you got some time to spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Any time.
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-assed and with an empty purse.
All right. Let's have a game.
I've heard about you, but you can't beat me.
Please give me some good shit.
That'll work. Just like that. Well, you're not afraid of anything. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. That's enough for me.
Gotta win this round, bro. Otherwise, I'm cooked. Like 500 or some shit.
If I was you, I'd take it. What can you do?
Nah, bro. Oh man, I lose, man.
I need help with something. I mean the ones with the really...
And you're one of those?
I should say so. I'm his son.
And I'm the king's anyway. I don't know nothing about no wine. In case you haven't, try asking my ma.
Well, this won't be just any army. It'll be an army like the likes of which...
Good day.
Sorry,
What do you think? A fortress full of...
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Odoran was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait, you're Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce about the old days.
You really haven't changed at all. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls. I mean, it's embarrassing at your age.
Where might I find a really good wine?
Why?
It's not for me.
Aha. If you go, it's Lord Odorin's the best.
I spent half the day scrubbing that floor. You farmyard beast!
The rat'll be good, I hope. Everybody likes a drop of white. When it comes to wine, red it is. Christ's blood wasn't white either.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Roothart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Fucking one Bergov, man. Should have killed these old motherfucker.
Jesus! The surrounding Christian!
What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake?
Hey! Get it!
You caught him out sweetly!
You never saw that coming!
Eat dirt, Yoko! Let him out! Send my greetings! Get ready for
Now you're for you bastard! That's right! Drive those horsemen out!
I'll be done with you in a flash!
Get warm, damn you! Go to hell! Let him have it! Smack him on the head! Nice hit! Let's get to pieces!
We'll kick your ass!
Take that!
Nah, bro, I'm gonna load the game, bro. My brother died, bro. Not Christopher, bro. He's such a good brother, man. Like the guy. Let's load it.
Jesus! They're surrounding Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Christ! My head! You're mine! Slice him up! Stand your ground! That's him on the head! That's it! He's done! He's still standing! Those fancy moves for fuck's sake! Ride the horses up!
Do it!
You'll be the fucking
Did we win or what? Did we win? Oh, Henry.
Go! Die! Whoa! Fuck you! You're dead!
Motherfucker!
Show what you're made of! Get ready to leave! Send my greetings to the... To me! Get him from behind! Don't kill him! This one's mine! Never saw that coming! This one's mine! He's had it! Done here!
That was a close shave. A little too close. Oh, fuck me. Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't. They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? Back to Ratoi?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund.
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while. Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. Nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
At least it was over quick. Though, you almost took Hinnek of Kunst.
That's right, Devil. Tough as old roots. If a horse fell on me, I wouldn't get up again. One construct.
Time to loot them, man. I mean, they won't be needing this money anymore, so...
What have they done that the Lord is punishing them like this?
I'll probably take...
Punishment or not, they brought it upon
Oh, 1 groschen? Poor as shit, bro. 30, okay, this one is rich. I know. Oh, noble. He must have had a lot of money. 6 groschen? Hell no, bro. And these attackers have more groschen than them. 15, see? Take the marigold option. It's probably gonna help me like heal myself. I'll take the 17 groschen. I don't need that. Attacker. 17. I'll take it. Ornate mace. Hey yo, that's some expensive as shit. This god there. Bro, looting them is like my job, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. 15. And the noble and the dead noble. 7 fuck. Ooh, gemstone ring. I'll take that shit. I'll take it. I don't know which one is better, though, chamomile or the other one. I think it's Henry, right? Yeah, I am. Captain. Oh, he's captain. Emperor's badge.
Finds out about this.
John of Liechtenstein.
I don't know. I saw him bolting out the gate. Someone set his mane and tail on fire.
Maybe he survived. Maybe he'll come back.
Or maybe the crows are hissing on him already.
One construct captured, the other almost crushed. What have they done that the Lord is punishing them like this? God's punishment or not?
If you're barking at, hey, mud, come here, bro. They have like jewelry on them, man, these nobles. Not this noble, I guess. He's got like some bread on him.
Lost his life too.
Why is this motherfucker a noble, man? Bro's got like bread on him, bro. Like, oh, here's his pants, bro. What the fuck? He doesn't have any pants, bro. He was the guy who was getting his dick sucked by that maid over there. I mean this motherfucker, yeah, he deserved to die, bro. Like, looks like he was getting his dick sucked, bro. And everybody was like fucking dying here. He was getting his dick sucked by a female. Oh my god.
What if the old lord doesn't come back?
Then we'll have a young one. He's not a little boy anymore. Soon he'll get married and have a bunch of children.
We can only hope.
Walking on their corpses, bro. Aren't you gonna beat me up or some shit? Probably not. Oh no, walking on corpses, that is a sin, sir. Noble brigand in the legs. Damn, bro, these guys are just shit.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Sir. Gonna eat the pig. Hey, yo! They cooking the guard, bro? I never saw this guy, bro. 22. Thank you, sir. Oh, just wonder where he is, bro. What was he doing here, man? Motherfucker was a thief, man. Stealing shit.
I'd like to...
Not now.
I literally asked bro to like teach me how to fight.
It's easy for you to say. Your fortress is safe. Far away from Kuttenberg.
So what? Any one of us could have come to a palace.
Gallows and 2 shakes.
So, you think Odorin, Ruthard and Butcher?
I don't think anything. That's me.
Do I need it? Oh shit, I do need food, bro.
I knew it was going to be tough there, but I didn't expect the spirit to get in effect.
I don't think any of us expected that, and you want to run away.
Do I have any food which I can still eat? 48. Wait a second. 19. I don't need 19. How much do I need? Oh, I can go with 19. I mean, need that shit, bro.
Sir Vaculin, you've had a bit.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Where does the name Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. And the name stuck. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you will long to hear about the conquest of Arezzo, yes? Or would you rather hear how I saved the King of France from certain death?
Arezzo sounds interesting.
And so it was. That is where I earned my knighthood from the great Enguerrand de Concy himself, the commander of our Naples campaign. Enguerrand arranged his forces for battle, and I was put in charge of one of the cavalry units. Out of nowhere, the enemy appeared on our unprotected flank, and Enguerrand set me to hold them back so our main force could regroup. But I saw a gap in the enemy's main phalanx. I sounded the charge and sped forwards.
Wasn't that rather risky?
Un chevalier français fears nothing.
I reckon King Sigismund would think otherwise after Constantinople.
That was completely different. Alors, I caught them by surprise. I hacked my way to their standard and broke through all the way to the enemy's reserves. My attack sowed confusions in the enemy's ranks that encouraged the overlords who raced to join me, scattering everything in their path. And that is how we won the famous victory at Arezzo. Seeing that the force that was supposed to protect them had been routed. The city then surrendered to us. No doubt you had no inkling at Maleshov what a knight you had the honor to meet. And of course my feats on the field of battle.
A bold maneuver.
Quite right. Courage is my middle name. Just as Monsieur Chapon says, Audantes Fortuna Juva. That day I was the bravest of them all and won the day.
So you disobeyed your commander and left your flank exposed. Your attack could have ended in a total fiasco. You were lucky the others came to your assistance and your entire force didn't collapse.
I hear envy speaking, but you are still... In short, I saw an opportunity and took it.
What did your commander have to say?
He made me a knight and sent me to the royal court to inform...
I reckon he wanted to get you out of his head.
Do not talk no sense.
It took no sense.
What other feats have you...
Oh, many! It would take a week to recount them all, so... on the Italian field, we faced John Hawkwood, a ruthless Englishman and a fearsome warrior. Surrounded, we were at his mercy. Night fell, and we knew he would attack at dawn, and that would be it, but just then...
Parlayed.
You went...
No! And observed, I mounted my horse and set off to find help. And, la dame chance, as I rode away, thinking we were trying to break, but while the English were occupied with Myceli, I saved many men from certain death that night, and many lords from the disgrace of capture.
That is indeed incredible. But you were just trying to flee.
I wanted to, but as I say, I merely follow Providence. Stick close to me, Henri. With Providence, I came to the court from the field of battle, because, and remember this, but the king was in a bad mood, and maybe I thought the news of our victory will dispel his ill humor.
How could you tell him if he...
I climbed up to his balcony and into his chambers to surprise him with the joyful tidings. And lo and behold, the king was writhing and gasping on the floor, overcome by one of his fits. Wasting not a moment, I dashed over to him and unblocked. In return, the king bestowed on me the title of Échanson, or cupbearer. And, unfortunately, though, even the king's favor does not last forever.
What happened at court?
Well, perhaps I shall tell you some other time.
Tell me what happened at court.
A major setback and a gross injustice, mon ami. It is an...
It's nothing to be ashamed of. We can all learn from our failures. And I bet even your failures make for great stories.
Great stories.
Oui.
That is certainly true. Very well done.
I suffered a combination of misfortunes all at once. But bad luck in business and on a hunt were the worst of all.
Thanks for sharing your story. What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company. I am more used to royal courts or at least wealthy burghers. But a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words. I am a good judge of people.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her? Why is she with us?
You're right. I am a connoisseur of love like I am of wine. But for my tastes, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat aged vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
That's not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
So do I. But what?
I have no idea. But she is fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
What do you think of Sir Hynek?
Le diable sec. A capable chevalier. But I do not trust him. There is treachery in his eyes.
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
How do you get on with Janosch and Adder?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong. He is no longer my servant.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's the one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Jiska can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. Priests should not be such good swordsmen. That is what knights like me are for. In addition, he can play chess just as well as he wields a sword. And in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents. Or perhaps the devil is behind it.
What do you think of Kubienka?
A good warrior. But he has no morals and no manners, like all mercenaries.
Well, I don't think he cares much about that.
And that is just the problem. How can you trust a man who does not want to be a knight?
Tell me, how did the siege of Kuttenberg go?
Ah, mon ami, poorly, poorly. But what could I do? Stand down from leading the defense like a coward? After all, I had to live up to my reputation. And at the time, it did not look hopeless at all. I thought it would be enough to stall Sigismund for a while before the Allied army arrived. And that would not have been so difficult.
Only no army arrived.
Précisément. The hope for a swift end melted away, and the courage of the burghers along with it. I, who fought in 5 countries, was relieved of command, arrested, and handed over to Sigismund.
What other countries have you fought in?
In Italy, against the English, here of course, and I will tell you about the others another time. In the meantime, however, I can pass on some of my experience to you. After all, I am not getting any younger, so it is time to pass my wisdom on to future generations.
I'd like to learn.
Unfortunately, I cannot right now. Come later, mon ami.
Teach me the rest of the question.
I'd like to learn something.
Unfortunately, I cannot right now. Come later, mon ami.
Please tell me what you can teach me, bro.
Necessary.
And what have we gained? The others. Don't mourn just yet.
Did I say anything like that?
Young Sir Christopher came out of it badly.
But he'll live, right?
He should. He was covered in blood, but most of it probably wasn't his.
Thank God for small mercies. Otherwise,
I hope so.
All right. Peter of Pisek is our ally. He'll surely let you stay there. Otherwise,
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes 2 of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother. And me.
I know what it's like. My real father rejected me too. I learned the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
Let's not waste time.
Sure, let's not waste any time, bro. Gotta save the Jews.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Do you think that's a good idea? No offense, sir, but you're no great warrior.
I'm not. But I'm not just going to sit here and wait, either.
All right, then. Let's go.
Peresh, can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. And I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me,
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
We really should pick up the pace.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
Damn, bro, that shit is pretty far away.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway. We all would, lad, but it has been decided as punishment for our many sins.
What did you just say?
Oh, nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up. Good. My horse is getting low.
Halt! I heard something.
So, do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think... I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving. We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
This way, Henry. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time.
Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open.
Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I'll go upstairs and see if anyone is still there.
I hope so. If they took anything from down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Damn, bro, this dude is dead. Moses. Damn, Moses got cooked, bro. Shit. Come on, bro, just for some fucking watermelons I did that shit. Damn, bro, shit. Murder, man. Murder. What does he have? Bro, he's got a rosary on him, man. Damn. Oh, Striker is also dead. Damn. What about the loot guy, man? Bro, I have a lot of books that I haven't read yet. Lullaby potion. Nobody cares where everybody's fucking dead, probably. They won't mind me looting this place up, I guess. Shit, this place, yeah, take it. A 200 groschen? Yes, sir. Damn, bro, that's some... What that shit they got. One hit and they're fucking dead. Gotten pretty powerful, man. Thank God I killed the armored guy first. He must have like a lot of shit on it. Jacob. Shit, bro, he was looting Jacob up, bro. Damn, Jacob. What about the other guy, the one I killed, bro? Where's his body, bro? Oh, God. Flew all the way over there. Oh, shit. The fuck, that's all the Russian here, bro? This motherfucker. He's the one who was wearing the armor, I killed him. What the fuck? She was just down there, bro. What did she get up here? Thank you for the lock, even though I don't need that anymore, like... Striker. They killed him while he was sleeping or some shit, I guess. Bro, well, I mean, he won't be needing anything. Doesn't have anything at all, bro, like... This poor ass shit, bro. Oh, nothing for me to get from over here. Let's just go down and, like... get in the way, bro.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're alright.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern, too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Amardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here...
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
Come on, Henry. Bring Ma.
Oi, Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm, Do you remember Martin, the blacksmith?
Of course I do.
I'm his... son.
Was sagst du?
Sam told me that...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back, it might be safer there!
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyards. Follow me. Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them! Baruch Hashem, they're gone. We have to keep going. For the yards! That is Judith and Lev! Can you help them?
Bruh. My arrows weren't working, bro. Fuck this, bro. I shot arrows at her, but they didn't work at all, man. What the fuck? Bow is faster but harder to aim. Crossbow is slow but like better to aim and like more damage. I should have gone for a bow as well. I should have upgraded the bow. I think the bow is pretty low leveled.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them! Baruch Hashem, they're gone. We have to keep going. For the yards!
Man, why are you putting your booty up my face? I mean, I know it's fat and everything, but you're my friend's mother.
That is Judith and Lev! Can you help them?
Please.
cannot breathe.
Bro, I wanted to save both of them, but how did this guy die, bro? Can you just not save both of them, bro? Wait, let me try again. Man, I don't want her, like, I want her husband to die, man. Damn, bro. Bad for her.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them! They're gone. We have to keep going. For the yards! That is you to the left. Can you help them?
Motherfucker, I was like 2 seconds late, bro. Just 2 seconds late. He like instantly killed him, bro. And I don't know why the fuck he didn't pull out his sword, man, this guy. Fuck. He's supposed to pull out the damn sword, bro, but instead he was like, oh no, I'm gonna fight with the bow. Damn.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them! They're gone. We have to keep going. For the yards!
Sprich deine Gebete!
Bruh. Last try, man, last try.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! They're gone. We have to keep going. For the yards! That is you to the left. Can you help them?
Please leave her alone, or... Oh, toter Mann! Oi, Adonai.
Woo. Finally saved them both.
I can still feel your jacket.
There's a lady.
have to go this way. Through the house.
You swore! You'll pay for that!
Do your worst!
Zebra! Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, my kid?
We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
Big share.
Kiss them all down!
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? You'd rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone. There they are. Well, now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Damn, bro. As long as you have to. I mean, I've got the best sword in the game, bro. I can beat the shit out of them, man. I have trust in my skills. I mean, it's me who you're talking about, man.
That bastard is mine! Kill the rat! Die, bastard! Son! Fuck you! No! Christ! That bastard is mine!
I kill you, bastard! Smash him up! What's it cost?
To me! Get him from behind!
Yeah, don't spare him! Bleeding like a shot pig! Yeah, smash his face!
Motherfucker!
Yeah, don't spare him! Smash him on the head!
Don't kill him!
This is mine.
Next one will be in your place!
Now I'll smash your other arm!
Even your own mother would not recognize you now.
For fuck's sake!
You can hardly stand, asshole.
For the same bastard is mine! You'll kill...
Come on! Everyone's inside! Henry, come on! Let's go!
God, Bohemia. Let's go. It's this way. Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Just leave him here like this. There's nothing we can do now. We must get the wounded out of him first. What will happen to us now?
It's all right.
Look at him. Yes, pull it will.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, Oi. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but... do you think we could talk about Martin?
Right now? Well, all right then. How is Martin actually?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh,
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went Schlag auf Schlag.
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoreisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin. But he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you? Did you ever find another man after that?
No. My father called me a widow. So I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... Well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourselves, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
You managed to get the documents. What's next for...
I've been thinking about it, and the time for spying is over.
So what then?
Not yet. I feel responsible for what happened, and...
But we still have a lot of work to do.
A spy master is of no use without his network. Only a few of my people...
Well, that doesn't matter.
No, Henry, I played...
So the court spy and master schemer would rather be an armed escort to these poor... I didn't expect you to be...
I may not have been in this world all that long, but unfortunately, even the good ones... So many people dead. Driven out of their homes and into poverty.
There's a war going on.
But that doesn't mean we can't...
All right. Have it your way. Have a safe journey, Sir John of Liechtenstein. God be with you.
And with you, Henry of Skalitz. Take care.
Henry of Skalitz. Where should I go now? Bro, I can't do any other... Oh, shit, bro. Still the reinforcement quest. Shit, bro, I think I fucked up a little. Yeah, I sure did fucked up a little, bro. It's just not marked yet. Oh shit. Well, I'll continue from here tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the like it so that you won't miss it up there. And then your friend is yours, signing off. Love you all. Take care, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day ahead. Good night. Bye bye. Take care.